Hello, my name is Mike Roslog and I'm the product manager for Rad Studio. Thanks for joining. This is another quick video on how to use an audit inside of Delphi 2010. So I'm back with my example that we use for Unicode and Sync Edit, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and add some code to this product. So I'm going to come in and let's go ahead and add a method, and what we'll do is basically say function, and we're going to call this conditional example, and it's not going to take anything, and it's going to return it'll return a string. And now I'm going to hit Control Shift C. We'll go ahead and go into our process here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. I've already got some code written, and as you can see, what I have is I just have a variable inside of here. I have my variables set up for this, and then which is just A, B, C, D, E, F, G integer, and I have my option, which is a boolean, and then if my option is true, I'm going to go do this, and I'm going to set the same things in each one of the processes in here. So as you notice, I'm basically looking at the same settings inside of my conditionals where I'm setting the same variables. So what I want to do is I want to use an audit to kind of point this out to me. So to do this, now there's many ways to start off audits, but one of the new things in 2010 that we did was when you're in the source code, you can literally just come into the project, go into QA audits. Now what I want to look for is duplicate code. When I look at duplicate code, when I click on it, I can open it up and I'll see that there's a duplicate code on conditional branches. And what it does down here below, it says, hey, this is what we're talking about. If you have lines in a conditional that are equal to each other, and you can basically set it, then we're going to go ahead and warn you that you have duplicate code in conditionals. As you can see, the number of depths of statements and nesting is 1, and the minimal size of similar code is 1 line of code, and that's what we want to do. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. When it comes back, you'll notice that I have all of my things out here. I have formal parameters, cases, all that, but right here is my duplicate code on conditional branches. So if I open this up, you'll see that there's the fragment 1. It's a set to a warning. If I double click on it, it takes me to the first line of code here. If I double click on my fragment here, it takes me to the first line on the else. So technically, the best way to do this would be to come into here. Of course, since we're doing the exact same thing, I'll go ahead and erase this, and I'll go right above it, and we'll go ahead and put it back into there. And then I'll come into here, erase this, and what we can say is we can come into here and we can say my opinion colon equals false, and then we'll come into here and we'll put the inside of our my opinion, and I should have been using code completion, and we'll just say true. Now that when we look at this, when we're looking at this, now when we go ahead and rerun our process, we come into here to rerun our audits. We can come into here. We still have the duplicate on conditional, same setup, same everything. Go ahead and hit enter, and you'll notice now when I run my audits that I no longer have duplicates inside of here. Now I have other warnings because they're saying, hey, you could do things better, but what we were looking for was duplicate on conditional. We had multiple lines that were basically duplicated inside of my conditional structure. We went ahead, removed those, did it in above it because we were going to do it regardless, or we could have done it at the bottom, depending on what kind of operation we were doing. And that's how we solve that one. And we have a better code approach to doing it this way. We have less chances of having code where we're going to have to modify it or update it in multiple places. Thanks again for listening. I hope this was interesting. There's definitely more to come, and thanks a lot. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.